I'm going to start with a simple truth. A yes vote on June 16th gives the town a crucial tool for controlling increasing trash costs with no fees for most residents. Our trash costs are rising and will continue to rise significantly. Since 2018, the amount of our taxes going towards trash has soared nearly 65% from 1.4 to $2.3 million. This is happening at the same time that other town expenses like health insurance are also escalating. The town is starting its budgeting this month rather than in the fall because it is concerned about the town budget for next year, meaning difficult decisions will need to be made by town departments. Fortunately, there are proven methods to reduce trash and trash spending. However, Lexington's trash bylaw from the 1920s does not provide us the flexibility we need to take advantage of a proven strategy to address the rising cost of trash disposal. Our trash bylaw was written around 1922, when our town center looked like this. The town dump was on Lincoln Street, where families brought their ashes and cinders after burning their trash. That's not what we do now. Burning trash in our backyard is banned because of the toxicity of fumes. Instead, we have curbside collection of our waste in separate bins for yard waste, food waste, recycling, and trash. Times have changed since 100 years ago, and we need our trash bylaw to change with it so we can control rising costs and protect town services. That's what this referendum is about. So, how can the town control rising costs? One tool is automated collection, and the town is pursuing this. An additional tool is reducing trash volume and thereby costs. Fees for excess trash are the most effective tool to reduce household waste, something over 150 towns in Massachusetts have successfully implemented, yielding a 25 to 50% reduction in trash and a corresponding decrease in costs. We can expect to reduce our rising costs $300,000 to $500,000 annually with a modernized program of fees only for excess trash, allowing us to continue to benefit from town services that might otherwise be cut from the budget. Many have asked for the town to educate the community about ways to reduce waste, and it has. For nearly a decade, the town has held dozens of community forums, participated in public events, sent newsletters and postcards, conducted surveys, and advertised on social media to educate residents about our rising waste costs and how to reduce our waste. Local community groups and public schools have been partners in amplifying the town's messages. In the first 2 years of curbside food waste pickup, about 3,000 households signed up. In the next 2 years, however, less than 100 have signed up. With all that, we've reduced our trash by only 7% over the last few years. Now is the time for a more impactful policy change, which is why the town has moved to modernize its bylaws specifically for fees only for excess trash. To be clear, this modernized program has no fee for the first bin of trash. Data from a town 2025 waste audit of over 1,400 households shows that 63% of residents put out 36 gallons or less each week, and 88% put out 64 gallons or less. Since the town has been clear that the first bin size would be in this range, we know that even with no additional efforts to reduce trash, most residents will pay no fee. Only a small portion of households who put out an excess beyond one trash bin may be charged a reasonable fee. A modernized program is planning ahead and mitigating future cost escalation, thereby helping to avoid budget cuts or maybe even a tax override. It's responsible budgeting while also being fair. Paying for excess trash is like paying for excess water or even electricity. These are resources that we know shouldn't be wasted. Reasonable fees for excess use are proven to nudge that positive behavior change. 10% of our households put out half of the town's weekly trash. For decades, those who produce very little trash have been subsidizing the cost of higher producers. It's only fair to shift that burden now. Reducing trash is also fair to our other neighbors. Reducing trash reduces the pollution created by incinerating our trash. which happens in neighboring communities, not ours. It's really quite simple. The town has been clear that the first fee-free bin would be 35, 48, or 64 gallons. Any fees for excess trash must be reasonable and consistent with surrounding communities. Our neighbors, Arlington, Belmont, Bedford, Burlington, and Woburn all already have modern trash programs with no fee for the first bin. Based on what our neighboring towns charge, excess trash fees would range from $100 to $200 a year for a second bin, or $2 to $5 for an occasional bag. This will not affect weekly curbside pickup of recycling or food waste. The public process with community input will continue, and the modernized program would go into effect no sooner than July 2027. One final and important detail is that the Town Select Board and staff have committed to providing accommodations like fee waivers or different bin sizes for residents with special circumstances, including disabilities, medical needs, mobility issues, and financial constraints, while maintaining privacy and dignity in the process. The town will develop recommendations after careful consultation with our Commission on Disability and Council on Aging for this new modern trash program. A yes vote on June 16th allows us a fair and modernized trash program and gives the town a crucial tool for controlling increasing trash costs. There will be no fee for the first bin of trash, and most residents will pay no fee at all. This modernized program of proven trash reduction, combined with automated trash collection, could save up to $2.5 million per year. A no vote does not guarantee we can keep the status quo. Times and budgets have changed dramatically. The town will need to find other options to reduce waste, and the resulting choices may be more burdensome or come with more difficult trade-offs. A yes vote is an opportunity to impact Lexington budget in a positive way. We don't get to do that too often. Vote yes to contain our trash spending.